Shard ride to
And
belly flop.
we have another great video from Zacubus.
That was great.
We're laughing today because of Zacubus's video.
Yeah.
Plus, there was some great shock
Shard
combos in
ride to
that.
belly flop. That was nice.
That was pretty awesome.
Oh, those two combos in a
Hello.
row were, yeah.
Here we
Wow.
are. We have the art guys with us today.
Yep.
Not all of them. We're missing
Yep.
2, but they're hard at work, working late every night. And
Tired,
Getting crunchy.
they're getting
Yeah.
crunchy. That's right.
crunchy and cranky.
Come play with us again this Friday. Last Friday was a blast. We were down in the playtest lab playing with you guys, and we had a great time. We had people playing who don't usually play, and it was really fun. We had Lauren and some people from the engine team were down there.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that's
it was
awesome.
awesome. It was a great time. So we want you to come back again and play some more. We had a really good time. That's Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
So
Some good matches.
good matches. We're going to have an announcement today. Just say it. Just say it. So first we're going to go to Pete, though.
Yeah, definitely. What we're going to start out with is the sniper rifle, which was done by our awesome community member, Abiru, and he actually did the final process and getting the low poly, the unwrap, the process, getting it in game, the hardest, most difficult,
Amazing.
time-consuming, tedious, painful part of the process. And
Thank
he
you, Abiru.
crossed the finish line victorious. And so I just want to say thanks to him because he's just an amazing artist and super talented, has a great attitude, contributes great to the community. and
Yeah,
to the
nice guy, too.
forums.
Yeah.
He did an awesome job. I mean,
Yeah.
just the whole thing, man, was
Yeah.
great. And,
Well,
and
it's-
let me add that Gooba did an amazing job concepting that.
Yep.
He did.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of people were really skeptical of that design because
Right.
it was different from stuff that
Like,
we've
oh,
done
Gooba, that's too
previously.
far off. And it wound up really working out
Yeah.
nice.
But sometimes you just gotta forge ahead and really take a leap of faith. And
Yeah.
a lot of times people can't kind of visualize how something will turn out if it's something different than what they're used to. And so you need to just kind of plow through and try it out sometimes. And so he endured a lot of turbulent waters in his thread early in the modeling process. but
Really?
he stuck to his guns, pun intended, and came out the other side. And I think people will be really, really pleased with it. So we have some in-game screenshots that we'll show. This is just the first pass kind of baked textures that he did. So these materials haven't been refined or polished or anything like that. He handed off a very, very clean process set of materials for us as a starting base, and we'll continue to refine all these materials and textures. The other really cool thing is we handed off to our amazing animator, Aaron. And as you guys know, I'm not an animator. I do some simple mechanical stuff, but
Thought you did everything.
I do some things, but when you started getting hands into the equation and hands interacting with the mechy biddles, that's where my skills taper off very quickly. So Aaron's actually a real animator, does that full time, and since this has a high level of interaction with the first person hands, we've handed it off to him. So I know that he has his first pass anims in. I
No
don't know
pun
how
intended.
polished they'll be, but this will be in the next build, and with these first pass of base materials. So the thing that everybody on the team loves, and I know the community's had a lot of fun doing, is the alternate skins for this guy. There's lots of nice, clean real estate on it that people could do custom skins, cool logos, decals,
Yeah.
fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
So nice.
So this is just a couple screen caps of the first person view with the temp anims. There's still some stuff that's a little wonky about the rig. You notice that his support hand has some weird crimping going on in the wrist area. So there's
Yes, I see
definitely
that.
issues. As you guys are well aware, we always have issues we need to iron out. But the fun thing is it's in there. That's the start of it, and it's only going to get better and cooler from here on out. So I wanted to share where I was at.
That's awesome. When we were playing with it, I mentioned in the thread that it kind of has a placebo effect because all of a sudden I'm getting more headshots.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
Cafe came back and said, no, it's the opposite for me. I'm getting a lot lesser screen headshots. I'm like, well, it
An
only matters.
opposite
if I can get
opinion
more.
on the forums? No.
But yeah, I mean, it just seems like it just feels nice and it looks great and
Yeah.
people seem to be really happy with it. So
Yeah, and it's going to be, we'll iterate on it, like the FOV stuff, and then tweak,
Yeah,
tweak them all a
FOV,
little bit, and the shaders will
positioning,
get tweaked,
scaling,
yeah.
shaders,
It's
all
all
that
going to
stuff.
take some iteration till it really feels
Yeah.
feels good.
Just
you
as
know.
long as it's where I get the most headshots. that's
Yes,
all good.
absolutely.
We were talking about the sound effects, how that can heavily influence the feeling and whether it feels like the animations are synced with the
Yep.
weapons, synced
Yeah.
with the sounds, synced with all that stuff. So be patient as always, but that one's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yep.
Yeah.
This starts to get fun now because you just iterate, tweak, refine, polish. So it'll only get better.
So speaking of interacting with the community, you made a big post in the thread about the character
Yes.
arts.
Yes. Yes.
We hope that people, get back in the conversation
Yep.
and
I mean,
start.
it's the same thing with the character stuff, right? I mean, we're going to choose designs early on that set the tone of the game, and we're going to get them in as fast as we can, and we're going to do things and make compromises so that we can get them in as fast as we can. For example, the skeletons being the same and things like that.
Right.
So we can get animations up and running, we can get characters running around, we can actually play the game. We haven't figured out our attachment system yet, really, per se. So you're just looking at the base paper doll stuff. A lot of people don't understand that, and they're like, well, it's not cool enough, it's not this, it's not that. It's not supposed to be the ultimate balls-out character right now. I think we made a mistake early on naming Malcolm, and stuff like that.
that's all
and
part
we've
of
kind
game
of pulled back
development,
from
right?
that, yes. And there's going to be tons of mistakes. You're seeing all the warts and all the craziness. It's going to get smoother and it's going to get better as the core starts to develop more. Hopefully this stuff will all fall out and you guys can see the direction of the overall game, and then eventually there'll be other flavors tickled in there too. I mean, that's the beauty of UT is diversity, right? And if we can set the core, people are going to do Mr. Crow out of one of the Necris guys. They're going to do crazy hats. They're going to do clowns. They're going to do Nolly War Cow, right? At some point. And it's just a matter of time, right? But
guy.
for now, we want to get you guys. I want to get you guys to see the core game and the overall direction for that. And so I put up a Flickr page, and there's
the
all the
Flickr
artwork
page
that
is
we've
great.
got on there, and you guys can go through that stuff and take a peek and really see where we're going with it. And just know that it's all pretty much first pass. A lot of the stuff on there is concept art and model iteration, and once we jam it in the game, then the iteration and the polish comes, and we start to iterate and polish and polish and polish.
There's some beautiful
figure out what our
concepts on that
attachments
page.
are, figure out how to make these characters unique and iconic, with cool helmets and attachments and armor and all this crazy stuff, different outfits, stuff like that.
Yep.
So,
And armor.
yeah, I thought I said armor, but yeah. All the things.
All the things.
Yeah.
And it'll definitely snowball as well, but
Yes.
there's definitely harsh realities of making video games, and
There are harsh realities. I mean, we
even-
all are learning.
Yep.
working with seasoned professionals. We've all been doing this for a very long time, 10, 15 years at least, and even working with our own professionals some people are remote, it's really challenging, so working with
we
anybody
go through some pain.
remotely is difficult, and then working with people of varying skill levels and passion and time able to invest. And,
Right.
but just
Well,
definitely know-
some of the people who were doing some really great stuff, life took, front seat, and they can't really help anymore. So
Right.
that's the way it goes. Or we can't get in contact with people, and so it's difficult. But I think we're doing something really cool here. So
Yeah.
I
We
think
are,
it's really
and
come along.
we just appreciate everybody's patience and understanding
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as we make progress, and hopefully you guys can have fun along the way, because we're trying to have as much fun as possible making it. So
And we've all been there too. Look what I made! Look what I made!
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
And I'm
I
like,
I told Steve
okay.
the other day, I said, my soul gets crushed a little bit every day by
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
And it's just what happens, and you learn to develop a thick skin, and as you go, and as you go through more and more of that, the skin gets thicker and thicker,
Yeah.
and the bullets start to bounce off, and it doesn't really mean anything. Because
Yeah.
you're always
Well, I
criticized, and
try.
you're always iterating,
Yeah.
and it's always a work in progress until it's
Yeah.
not, I guess.
Yeah.
But
And I think, part of it is, you're always criticized, but also you have to, one of the things you have to learn is how to be critical enough of your
Yes.
own work
Yes.
and really judge it
Critical of your own work and
through fresh
accept.
eyes and kind of step back. And I'm all the time, not happy with something I'm working on,
Yep.
and really,
Yep.
Or you
Yeah,
make
it's
it, and then an
yeah.
hour later you look at it and you're like,
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
doesn't look what I
Yeah.
did.
What I'd love to see people start doing is going through the art that I put up and painting on it and coming out with ideas based on our core ideas.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How if you the Necris should be this, blah blah blah. Okay, take our core Necris male, female, whatever it is, and paint on it and come up with your idea, and start posting that stuff, and let's start all getting on the same page as far as the overall direction, and then we have something to comment and create on and stuff like that.
Iteration and ideas to build upon something is the most helpful thing. The file new, save no, throw it in the trash. That's not as helpful because we can't do that. We can't just completely start from scratch. So anything that deals with iteration and building upon and making things better is what we love to see, and the funnest way that you collaborate and move forward, keep moving forward.
All right. Thanks, guys. And thanks, everybody, for your patience, and just keep at it.
Yeah.
We have an announcement to make.
Yeah, we're going to go through the
Oh, that's coming.
Oh, I thought.
What?
Should we do that
Stacey's
first?
going to do her thing first.
Well, we were
Okay,
gonna.
whichever way.
Doesn't matter
Well,
to me.
I'm just here. I haven't had to say anything. I just kind of hang out. Hi, guys.
sorry.
That is what it says on the.
Yeah, we were gonna do that first.
Okay.
I didn't read it.
Sorry.
It's just a prop.
Either way. Very carefully scheduled to the minute.
I make these things
Iteration.
for nothing.
It's iteration.
Ellie's already
Yes.
going to have a heart attack,
Yes.
so we're just trying to push her over the edge.
Tomorrow when we do this again, it'll be much better,
Yes.
much smoother.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing it again tomorrow. Just
Okay, so we have a little bit of announcement to make.
yes. Yeah, we're very excited. Am I supposed to be saying this?
No,
I'll let you. I'll
no,
let
we
you-
can. We have had some great events here,
Yeah.
and we're going to do another one. We are going to do a competitive CTF exhibition match
Yep.
here at the studio, and we're going to bring in teams. Well, not teams. We're going to bring in people from all over the world, and we're really, really, really super excited. We have Zios coming. I actually have a little list here. Zios is going to be here. Cafe, who was here before, Num. Zacubus is going to come in, and he's going to be doing the streaming. And we're going to live stream the whole event on Saturday afternoon, just like we did last time, because that was
that's
super.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There were a few things that we learned from the last time. We are making a whole new set
Yep.
for people to play in. Jeremy Hoffman, who is our lead video guy person here, what's his title? Video producer. He has been hard at work putting together all kinds of ideas for this huge room where we're going to have competitions, and so we're really excited to bring people in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a couple of really beautiful new CTF maps. We're gonna have a CTF outside meshed and another level. I guess we'll talk about later.
Yes.
Not today. We'll have another level that you'll recognize and a level from the community that you might recognize also. But
Yep.
two very nice, really fun levels that hopefully will kind of jumpstart CTF.
Yep.
I mean,
And we're going to have like the best prizes ever. We're going to have prizes from Origin PC, NVIDIA, Corsair, Logitech. So
Yeah.
really excited.
So, and we're calling this an exhibition. So this is still not, I mean, we don't see this as these are not teams that have practiced together. It's really good quality players, but we're basically, just like we're iterating on the game, we're iterating on learning how to put together an event, a tournament, a competition that we broadcast. And so this is just, the last May's event was our first step. This is our next step.
Yep.
We're going to ramp it up a little bit, try to do a little bit, use the lessons we learned, do it a little bit larger scale, and learn from that, and we can keep going, because we think it's a really important part of UT is being able to have really good competitions, and eventually, these aren't open just because of the scale we're at now, but eventually,
Yep.
we plan to be promoting and supporting open competitions that end in big live events like this.
Yeah.
Well, bigger than this, but yes.
So this
that's
this
where-
one's going to be in September. It's going to be on the weekend of September 18th. The 19th is the day that we're going to be streaming all day. So we're really excited. What else do we have? We're going to have 3 teams that are going to be from the community,
Yes.
and we're going to have 1 team that's going to be
The devs.
epic
Go Devs.
champions.
Go devs.
Not me.
And that will probably be Matt. Will be one of those in Sydney. I think.
Yeah.
I think we'll be a part of that.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to see what you guys have to bring. Apparently, there are some teams out there that have been playing some competitive CTF and have been getting pretty good. We're also
Yeah.
going to bring in as far as people who have helped us. We're going to also bring in Iberia So he's
Mhm.
gonna
Nice.
be coming
Yeah.
in, and
Yeah, look forward to meeting him.
yep.
That'll be fun.
and we're gonna bring in links. So we also need some more people to join the event
Yes.
Yeah.
because we're short 2 players. So what we're thinking of doing is maybe having a little contest to bring people in. So we want you to tell us why you are the person that should come here and play competitive CTF at our exhibition match. So if you wanted to head over to the blog, we'll have all the information by the end of the stream. But head over to the blog, read the rules, and let us know in 200 words or less why you should be the one.
Making Zacubus's top 5 might be a good way to get on the short list
Hey,
for
over
that
here.
competition.
Yeah, so yeah, we're really excited, and whoever we're gonna have 2 winners, and the guys who win are gonna be reimbursed $500 towards their trip here. So
Awesome.
yeah, so this is really exciting.
The other really fun thing about these tournaments, these community events, when we put them on, it's always great motivation for us to make a huge push with as much content as
Yeah.
we can. You mentioned the 2 new maps, and we'll also obviously have the rocket launcher pretty finished, the new link gun pretty finished,
Yep.
the new sniper polished up more. So it's a great way for us to have a goal to push for to get
Yep.
a bunch of new content
New
in.
characters will be in.
Yeah.
We've got some new effects coming online.
So,
Yeah.
so these guys have been really busting their butts. All this stuff has been going on, with people saying, "Hey, you guys aren't talking to us a lot." That's another reason
Yes.
that we haven't been able to really talk about is we are having another event. We're having a contest. We're bringing a lot of people in. We've been getting ready for this. The QA guys have been working like crazy. Trying to bug everything and get everything ready, and get the next build ready. So that's why we haven't been very talkative about it. But we really hope to see a lot of people enter the contest, and let us know why you want to come see us, and we'd love for you to be here. And Chris might
That'll be
have
fun.
something to show us.
Yeah.
And with some eye candy.
Yeah, we got a little bit of eye candy.
This is something that I saw this yesterday, and my heart
Wow.
stopped a little bit, and I think Steve
Yeah.
kind of had the same reaction when he saw it.
Yeah. So what are we going to show first? Is it the?
The Necros female stuff.
Yeah,
Is
let's,
that-
let's
is
start
that
with
it?
her. Yeah, let's start with that. You can talk
Okay.
through that,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I think that'll.
I'm trying to have a process here, people.
I totally
Come
blew
on,
Shelley's
Shelley.
process today, and I feel terrible. I'm sorry, Shelley. We're lucky we had the
We're
blog post
flying
up.
by
It
the
was
seat
like
of our
wasn't
pants.
ready
So
until
we
2 minutes ago.
this is kind of the first female in the game. So this was pretty contentious on the forums. It still is. There's some stuff that got in the game that's very early, and it's very iterative still. It's got Kamil Kozlowski, one of the guys in our Polish studio, who is coming here to join Epic proper, and join the UT team. Did this model, and he's an amazing character artist. And we've kind of been working on this with Guba and myself, and kind of doing a little bit of a tag team on this thing, and it's just come out great. So what you're looking at here is not the final model. This is Camille experimenting with clothing and stuff. This is kind of what I mean by paper dolling. I'm going to show you a bunch of images, and then I'm going to show you some of the final stuff. And it's stuff that is not in game yet. The model's in game, and you can play her, I guess, or it will be in game.
She's not in game. It'll be
Okay.
the.
At some point, she'll
So-
be in the game.
Yeah, we'll have a build coming this week. She won't be in the game yet,
Right.
but probably the build. I expect the build 3 weeks from now.
Right. But the
that-
attachments and the things that make her beautiful and cool, and she's a cool base character,
Yeah.
but she needs work, and that stuff is coming. We'll have outfits, we'll have armors, we'll have hairs, we'll have all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. So it's taken us a while to R&D all that stuff and figure it out. So this is kind of the base model. He started paper dolling. And Marvelous Designer, I think you can design fashion and stuff. So he's playing with leather jackets and hoods and things like that. But I think the core base model for this character is really cool. It's a paramilitary kind of, I guess the resurrected human thing is out there with the Necros, run on nano black and thus the tubing running through the necks and stuff. And they're a very dark race, in my opinion, and they need to be more gothic and sinister. And so their armor, their clothing, their style, their fashion is all going to follow through with that theme. So he's done a great job with this stuff. I'm going to put this stuff up on Flickr. This is actually the base model here. After we got done
looks
iterating,
awesome.
there's some enhancements. He's got the nano black machinery in there. They've got some mechanical enhancements to kind of help them with mobility and become more superhuman, which is more human than human, or more superhuman. Little Rob Zombie in there for you. But this is the stuff that I'm hoping to get on the Flickr page and have you guys download and then just start painting on and say, hey, here's what I think would be cool. Here's a cool hairdo. Here's a cool outfit. Here's a cool piece of armor. Here's a cool helmet. Here's this. Here's that. This is some stuff that Gooba has done just to kind of illustrate how you would paint over this stuff. This is all following in the theme of where we want to go with some of this.
Yeah.
It's just a very sinister kind of attachments and darkness that doesn't change the silhouettes too much, but will allow the characters to be differentiated. And if we have things like King of the Ring or whatever it is, like, and we've got crazy, we can do crazy silhouette changes with stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah,
Can
is
we
that
show
the
the
last
pretty
one
stuff now?
from the work in progress thing? Yeah.
Not the too pretty.
Nope.
I went fanfare.
Yeah. So this is show some of the pretty stuff. So this is kind of the potential. This is where we
Yeah,
want to
it
go
is.
with this stuff.
Awesome.
This is Camille did these renders. He kind of built up some shaders and did the renders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this kind of shows the personality and where we will go with it. This hairdo is what it is. The markings on them is supposed to be a nano black that kind of can change, like a Rorschach pattern when it's on their face. So each one could have different kind of makeups and markings. One could look like Alice Cooper, one could look like whoever, Gene Simmons, whatever it is, right? You can go nuts with face markings
Heck
and
yeah.
face paints. It's essentially their war paint, and it's also I feel like the nano black is kind of protective for them and restorative, and they can manipulate it throughout their body. So it doesn't have to be this type of thing. This one's really cool. This is a
Love
super
this.
iconic look. Camille did this, and everybody who's seen it is like, wow, that's really awesome. So we may play around with clothing like this, and then little
I
hoodies
like
and
that
stuff.
variant. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
So
Love
she's pretty badass, and that was she's a beautiful badass, and that's
Yes, I want to play as her.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
excited to have.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And here's her holding the sniper rifle. This
Yes.
is I just took this screenshot. This is in game. I just kind of lit it beautifully and just it's an actual screenshot from
Yes,
the game.
that's a screenshot from
Yeah.
in-game.
There's a little bit of post on the hair to get some motion blur on there and stuff, but that was it.
I cannot wait to play as a female character. I've been playing as a male character.
So that's
for
what
so
she could
long.
look like with long hair. We have to R&D the hair. She'll be beautiful with the hair, and beautiful without. So
Very cool.
yeah, I think
amazing,
she's a
yeah.
really cool, really iconic character.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
Shelley, are you
along.
ever going to forgive me?
It's okay.
I just realized what I did.
What'd you do?
I actually said Perna's going to have a couple too, meaning when we announced down
See,
here.
that's
but
why I don't
Oh,
look
right.
at that paper at all. I just go
It
with
was
my
totally
go
my
with the
bad.
flow.
I just
All they have is the paper.
that's all Shelley has. She's not over in our little room, so
Come
she doesn't
be
know.
in tune
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah, we
gotta
need
have
to move
everything
you
written
over there.
down.
So yeah, so we had a lot of cool stuff today.
Yeah.
Make sure that you head over to the blog and check out the post because there is a beautiful poster in there.
Are we going to show it here too?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
going to show
Yes.
it here
Very
too.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it shows
That's
you
gonna be at the
another.
end.
I mean, just how amazing that necklace can
Yes.
look.
Yeah,
with,
you'll see her with the long hair.
I
and-
think we
and
should do it.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty iconic. Yeah.
Boom!
There we
That's
go.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So a
This
lot of
is-
you old school people will recognize that
Yep.
image. Hopefully, this
Yeah.
is the new reborn version of it.
It's an homage. To,
This
Well,
this is
Homage.
the one.
Yeah.
This is absolutely the one. When I saw this yesterday, and Chris will tell you, I went in there and I was just like, oh my gosh.
well, I think the second we put the long hair on her, that's when it clicked with everybody. It's like, wow, that's pretty amazing. So it was just something we did in R&D, and we were planning on some short hair and some bald stuff because Traditionally, it's been difficult to get the hair going, but now that Camille's on board, we can argue that stuff and get it.
And this
going
was
right.
a result of kind of a little brainstorming that was in the war room. Everybody's like, yeah, well, we should do the old poster.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I think it was Steve who said, well, we should use the new
You
character.
actually have one on your.
I have
your
it on. I
shirt
have the
right
shirt
there.
on
Yeah,
today
yeah, yeah.
on purpose, and so it just came to this, and then you and Pete were working on this all late last night.
Yeah, which is why I'm a little sleepy right now.
I left.
But,
I left last night about 7. I was like, if you guys have anything, send it over.
Yeah,
you know,
we
so-
were late.
Just the color palette and the pose and everything's very iconic because I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and even though we finished it late last night, I thought it was the old one, and then had to look closer. I'm like, oh, that's the new one we just did.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Just-
And go ahead.
And just to we're gonna have a new build coming hopefully this week.
yep.
Most of this content will not be in it, except for the work in progress sniper rifle. The content we're showing you is still stuff we're working on. It's not quite ready, but these guys are working really hard to get it in shape so that we can share it with you. The new build is going to have a lot of new improvements and features, so really hope everybody checks it out and gives us some feedback.
Yes, please.
We're not done with testing yet, so I can't promise you exactly when it's going to come, but we're working hard to get it done this week because that'll basically give us a kickoff point for the final polish push to get a really nice build for you out in early September for this community event.
Yeah, there'll
Awesome.
be tons of new stuff in that build, and so that one will be a lot of fun, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're really looking
Tons
forward
of
to it.
fun.
I know a lot
Big
of you guys
milestone.
are going to be wanting this for a desktop and all kinds of images. Chris just laid it all out. He gave me
Yeah.
stuff so we can put it up on Facebook and on our blog. We've already
I'm
got a big
gonna also
poster.
put all the stuff up on Flickr. I go
Excellent.
back to my desk right now, so it'll be all in
On
there
Flickr,
in the
okay.
Necris folder. And,
And I actually put in the blog post right now, if you go to the blog post, there's the big poster. If you click on it, it opens to a huge one that won't even fit on your desktop. So,
Awesome.
so everybody will have it. I know people are probably going to win posters and shirts. That's down the line. We're getting ready for this event. So, but yeah, nice job, you guys.
Yeah, amazing.
It turned out awesome. Yeah. Next week, maybe we show kind of the making of a little bit. Like,
That'd be great.
I'll
That
show
would
you
be
how I set up
awesome.
the
I think
screenshot
everybody would
and
like
the
that.
engine and,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Because that poster is a screenshot with a little bit of post, just to get kind of the motion blur and stuff like that. But
We'll definitely have more eye candy next week.
yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Exciting. And we're going to use the hashtag UTCTF. So if you have any questions on Twitter or anything, hashtag it UTCTF so I don't miss it. Or you can just tweet at UTGame or at Flack, and I'll get your questions as soon as I can. And I hope one of you guys wins that are watching today.
Yes,
That'd be
good luck.
awesome.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, guys, we will see you next week. Come play with us on Friday. Don't forget, 4 p.m. Eastern on the official Epic HQ Hub. And we'll see you next week. And make sure you watch the engine stream tomorrow. We'll see you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Sorry, Shelly. Tell Shelly that you love her.
Thanks,
everyone.
Shelly.
Thanks, Shelly.